a quick walk around showing the 2020 Tacoma. Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I had a request on the channel recently. Somebody asked me if I'd ever done like a complete walk around showing off the 2020 Tacoma. And I thought, you know, I'm not sure if I did or not. I would have thought I'd have done that when I first bought it, but I might have been so excited that I never really did. I just jumped right into the mods because after all, I did do a mod the first day that I had the truck, actually with the salesman, Rogelio over there. And by the way, if you're looking for a truck, check him out over at Bert Ogden here in the RGV. But we actually transferred the TRD exhaust from my 2018 Tacoma to the 2020, so I may have skipped that. So I thought today I'd just kind of walk you guys around. Now, if you watch the channel, you know, of course, there have been several things added to the truck, so it's not exactly stock anymore. So I'll try to point those things out as I go. You might have to use your imagination a little bit if you're trying to figure out what it would really have been. And we'll start here in the back just to take a look. Of course, it didn't have the Tacoma lettering in it, and it had the regular tail lights back here. These are blacked out, so that is a little bit different, but you get the general idea. If you're wondering about the color and you don't know, it is of course Voodoo Blue, my favorite color on this truck. Although I gotta say, the Barcelona Red was probably right up there at second. I really did like that. I have changed the wheels. Of course, it's not your stock Tacoma wheels, or tires for that matter. So you got to kind of use your imagination there a little bit. Side steps were not on. These came from my 2018. So your truck, if you choose to get a new one and don't include the side steps, they wouldn't be there. And then the badging is gone. Again, you kind of have to use your imagination a little bit on my truck because it has been, yeah, decently modded so far. Of course, one of the things I like back here, it does have the easy down tailgate. That is awesome. I love that. Bed mat is an addition. I put that on. Otherwise, you'll have the composite bed like you see right there. It is just a plastic composite bed. And it really is the bed. It's not a liner. What you see is the bed itself. You'll notice from prior years, the cubbies over here are gone. No cubbies. We do still have one on this side. You do get the plug over here on the side. That's cool. I added the LED lights here. I didn't put them in. I had them spec'd out or put on the truck when I ordered. So those may or may not come if you order one, depending on what you do. It did come with the side rails and the cleats that you see there, these things, to tie things down. And up there in the front, you'll notice right there are those little hooks. They've always looked like kind of an afterthought to me. Yours will be silver. I painted mine black because, you know, I have this chrome aversion. I'm a devout anti-chromist. Anyway, I painted those black. Yours will, of course, be silver. Let's see. Looking at the rear window, the tint that's on it, minus the decals, of course, is straight from the factory, as well as the tinted sides. They do come this way. I didn't add the tint there. I did add the tint on the front. So this would be normally a lighter color, if you will, or more see-through. Wow, lots of stuff. The mirror caps will, of course, be Voodoo Blue. I changed mine to black because I like the look. If you check out the truck down the side there, I think that is really cool. I love the looks of that. Up here in the front, if you go with the off-road version, you'll have an air dam down here, a chin strap, some people call it. The off-road does not come with it. So if you went with the Sport, you would have the air dam. I didn't. You'll notice the TRD skid plate. I added that. That replaces the factory skid plate. And then, of course, the D-rings under here, I added those with the Demon straps or Demon brackets. Your truck won't have that. There is a light bar in there. You can see right here. Your truck wouldn't have that. And then I did put the TRD Pro grill on here and took the honeycomb grill that it comes with off, as well as blacked out headlight or fog lights on. So there are quite a bit of differences here in the front on my truck. You can achieve this look if that's what you like. Me personally, I like it a lot. All the parts and stuff are out there you can get, and of course I have tons of videos on the channel to show you how to put all these mods and stuff on, so pretty easy to do. Let's take a look, I guess, on the inside now. Of course, the RobMotive badge here on the side, you know, I did add that from Tough Skins, by the way. Let's start here in the rear. It is dirty. The truck's got lint and dust and pollen and stuff all over it. I did put in the all-weather floor mats back here. I did add the grab handles as well as the hooks for bags and stuff. Everything else in the back here I think is pretty much stock. I did go with leather. The seats, if you're not familiar, there is storage underneath on both sides. They lift up like so, and then you have a storage bin here on the driver's side rather. And then of course, over here on the driver's side, you have another area where you can stow stuff if you want. The headrest here does fold down to kind of get it out of your way. I really like that. Let's go around, take a look in the passenger side. One other thing I'll note, this is aftermarket. Of course, it has my badge on it. That should have been a clue, I guess. I did add these sill plate covers just to protect the paint from people getting in and out. Those again come from Tough Skins if you're interested. Going over here to the passenger rear, again dirty, you'll have to excuse the junk all over the seats, but this one folds forward as well. And then under here, more storage with your jack and all of that stuff. And the neat thing about this, it does go all the way through, so if you had something fairly small but long, you could put it in there. It would work. Let's see, the seat here does come back as well. Pull that out for you. You can see there is more storage back behind there, of course. Go ahead and put this back down, see if I can grab the seat belt when I do it. There we go. Perfect. And again, the grab handles and stuff are added extra. Thank you, Terrence. Love these. Now, going up here to the front, we'll take a look in there. The floor mats, again, I added these. The dirt on the seats I added as well. Here you have the Tacoma lettering, I guess, the inserts. You won't have that. It'll just be indented there, if you will. They will have chrome around the air outlets here. I added these covers in as well. Of course, the center armrest you get will be all black. It won't be RobMotive like mine is. Even though I think they all, you know, should be. But I added this from a fellow named Kylan Brimhall. Does an awesome job for the channel, of course, and I love the way it looks. One of my favorite mods on the truck. Underneath here, you do have a tray that I added. You will not have that. So that's something you can pick up. There are links to all these things, by the way, below in the description of the video. The seat gap fillers, these came from a subscriber. You won't be able to find these probably. I've not seen these again or ever since I got them with the Toyota logos on them. He actually got them on eBay about 2 years ago, I think. So those are cool. Your shift knob will not be candy blue like mine, nor will your shift boot be a higher quality leather with the blue stitching in it. I added this as well. Love the look of both of these. I know some people don't care for the shift knob. I'm not sure why. I think it's awesome. Looking in the glove box, there is an organizer in here. That will not come with yours. I added that as well. And of course, the phone mount up there, the DMM system dash multi-mount, I added that as well. This does have a sunroof in it. Right up there, you guys can see. Pretty cool. And let's move over to the driver's side now. Of course, the off-road does come with the blacked out fender flares, you can see here. And I gotta be honest, when I first got the truck, or not even when I first got the truck, when I first saw the off-road with those blacked out flares, I wasn't a big fan. I was even gonna change them to color matched like what the Sport has, but I gotta say, they've grown on me. Not gonna change them. I'm really digging them now. I think they look really good. Of course, the truck is lifted. It is a 3.2 lift. It's a coil over lift in the front, Bilsteins in the back. and Bilstein's in the front for that matter. So the truck is higher than what you're going to see from the dealership or off the lot. Looking over here into the driver's side, not really much different over here. I'll let you see the gauge cluster. And we do have the bigger radio. I do have the 360-degree cam so that you can see all around you. That's pretty cool. If you're wondering what this is my wireless control for my lights in the front, the lights in the grille, and the lights, the LED light bar. So that's the purpose of this. You do have HomeLink up there on the mirror, as well as traction control, sunroof controls, lighting, an SOS badge, something recently new in the Tacoma. That's similar to GM's OnStar button. You can push that, I guess, and be connected to some sort of service or help. I've actually never used it. We do have mirrors, lighted mirrors on both sides. These are going to be changing to LED here pretty soon, as well as the other lights here in the center, but that's for another video. My truck is four-wheel drive, selectable right here on the switch, of course, and you do have wireless charging down there. I think that's pretty standard right now. And by the way, the radio does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Works really well. Love that system. I do have navigation in addition. Not sure why. Since I have Apple CarPlay, there's no reason to have separate navigation, but came as part of the package. One other thing I'll mention down here in the center, this ring, you will not have a black ring like I have here. Yours will be chrome. I actually took this little ring out. It pops off from the back, painted it black to match the interior of the truck, just for a little chrome deletion product, or project I should say. Came out really good. Love the looks of that. Glad that I did that. Almost have all of the chrome gone in here except for what you see in the center stack there. So one more thing, we'll pop the hood, let you guys see what's under there. Again, some of this stuff you won't get from the factory because I've added some things, like the strut that you see there. Used to have one on the other side too, but took it out because my aftermarket air filter here actually was in the way. It didn't work, so I still have the bracket though. If someday I change this or take it out, I can put it back in if I want to. That's what it looks like under the hood. It is a V6, obviously. You guys can see right there. Nothing else special under here for me except for the wireless controller. I showed you the switch inside. This is the wireless controller hooked up to the battery, wired into the lights that I have. I highly recommend this if you're going to do anything with aftermarket lighting. This thing is awesome, and it makes it very simple to wire your lights and control them without having to punch a hole through your firewall or run a bunch of wires up front and then try to figure out where to put them. That is a drag. So that's pretty much under the hood. Go ahead and shut that. Love the truck, would highly recommend them. Again, they're not the fastest or the smoothest these days if you have a manual. Mine is a manual transmission, and I would guess that probably most folks watching this video are probably not going to be getting a manual transmission, but if you are, just be prepared. It's not a Honda transmission, let's say, but it's perfectly fine otherwise. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of do a quick little rundown through the truck. I can't recall if I actually ever did it, and if I did, it's old now and you probably couldn't find it anyway. And thanks to the guy that suggested that I do this. I think it's just good to be able to see. I know when I'm looking for a new vehicle, I always like a rundown of what it looks like and what it has on it, particularly if everything out there is modded and I don't really know what's factory and what's not or what to expect. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. What do you think of the setup so far? And are you considering a new Toyota Tacoma? Also, real quick, shameless plug, if you haven't before and you're interested, please check out my other channel. It is RobMotive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator, right up there. Don't forget to click that notification bell, and if you would, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.